This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Whoa. Alright, 3, 2, 1, jump. Oh, we can't jump. Alright. 3, 2, 1, crouch.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, you know what? That's probably it. Wait. What? This building design doesn't make any sense.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
This looks definitely like it was made of source.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did? Says who?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
That is a
Stanley
big
simply stood here,
step.
drinking it all in.
I feel like this should be down about a quarter, like this distance, plus the quarter, like a quarter more.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
And then add a step in the
Room
middle.
so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Actually, yeah, what about this?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Alright, fine, I get the picture. You're an asshole. You know that?
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Alright, guys. Decision time. Now, I have seen a gameplay of this for the first 30 minutes. So, man. I know what happens when I go that way. But you guys probably don't, or might not. You might very well know. Alright, listen, dude. I'm just gonna keep going this way and,
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
That hurt my feelings. Look, okay, fine, I'll go back. I would go back to the damn door, but you've locked it behind me. You're a jerk. And also, I keep looking up this way because my headphones are broken, so everything sounds like it's coming from above my left ear. Oh wait,
Look,
what did that
Stanley,
sign
I
say?
think perhaps we've
Oh
gotten
God!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, crouch. Hello?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
That is amazing.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
I should probably really look at the achievement list to see if this guy's just trolling me or not.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417, huh? We're counting up, though. You know what? 20 clicks, 417. Anyways, this is actually the 3rd time I've been through the big first 5 minutes. Because first time I wasn't recording video, second time I wasn't recording audio. So, alright. That is new, though. That did not happen last time. Anyways, Zavaris here with another ZPlay for you. Finally. I know it's been forever. Anyways, this is... Let's go. There's 418. No, that's not a door, is it? Oh, bit of maintenance in there. Ah, yes. 415. What the f...
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
I'm not counting these. So I'm just gonna... Let's just get through the story.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, guys. Decision time. I don't want to. This is new to me. I never actually walked through this part here. Left, right, left, right. Left.
This
can't
was
jump.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ugh.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Oh, hey guys, look, that's actually... Well, I mean, it's alright. I've seen him...
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
$1.25 isn't too bad. In the box.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
That was a very mean thing to say, sir. That was mean. This room's not immaculate.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
What the fuck? What? What? Alright, guys. I'm gonna wait here for a long time to see what happens. I will cut it for you. Alright, well, I've been sat here for 10 minutes playing Angry Birds on my phone, and... nothing? Aw, how sad. Nothing. This is a crappy break room anyways. The one at my
But
office
at
is a lot
last,
better.
he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
You can't jump, so I'm gonna do this instead. Oh, you can really crouch though. Alright, we're gonna go this way.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Guys, how many rules should we break here? Guys, God, this game is just it's so difficult. Down. You know what? I'm gonna go check out the meeting room. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What are we in elementary school? Whiteboard manager? They could get some better they could do some handwriting lessons. Get Chris out of broom closet. Synergize papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the papers. What? Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets. Topic. Complete today's unfinished agenda item. Reflect. What do people want? Things. Happy feelings. Was that what it says? Mike James, you are fired. Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. What is hot? Target demographic teenagers. Stripes. The stock market is somewhere here. What the f... You know, as someone who works in an office, like myself, this is very stereotypically incredibly correct. Number of slides on this slide charts, and the rate at which the chart... Stop. How to brown nose, guys. How to brown nose. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, is Chris in here?
Stanley stepped into the
Chris?
broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Chris, are you in here? Hello?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to
I
still
can
be
close
here.
doors. Chris! Are you still in here?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I wish I could
really
jump in, to
still
be
in the
honest.
broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Well, you see, I'm trying to, see if I can pick up anything. I'm looking for Chris,
You
alright?
do
He's my
realize
mate.
There's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Well, see, you say that,
Maybe
and you're probably
this
right.
is
So.
somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
You're an asshole. Okay, fine. There we go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Fuck you. I'm mad at you. Pardon my language, guys, but I'm leaving. I'm going thoroughly as off the rails as you can get. This guy's a bit of a
But
dick.
Stanley just couldn't do
There's
it.
a car here.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa!
Then he
Whoa,
imagined
whoa.
himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly
This is too
strange.
much, guys.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt,
Oh, for God's
that this
sake.
was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I had no idea what to expect.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
Oh
I
no,
must
I'm
be
seeing
real.
red
I must
soda.
Be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the?
Mariella woke up
Guys.
on a day like any other.
Holy shit.
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Huh. This game is unlike any other game I've ever played. Oh, where the hell am I? I'm back in my office. Hey, fellas. Alright, so, from what I gather, we've got to make enough of our own choices to be our own person, but follow enough of the story to keep the game from resetting itself. Alright, guys.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm just gonna head straight to the meeting room this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, you know what?
This was not the correct way
curious,
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
That was some great timing. The way, like, if I just walked through, there was, you could barely detect the break in the pre-recorded audio of the narrator. That was actually really... What if that was planned or just coincidence? Oh, that's a pretty picture. Osmosis.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You're a jerk. I don't like you. Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift is $5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay, you have one chance, mister. And I keep looking up here because my headphones are broken and it sounds like he's coming from behind me to my left. Okay. You have your chance. What the? Are we back by the car?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
God, I just want to troll this guy so bad. Oh, gosh. Do you guys realize, like, if I wanted to see what happens through the blue door, I'd have to go through and do, like, well, I guess I wouldn't do that much. But it's like, oh, man, there's just so many different outcomes. All right, we're going to go through the red door. This is your one chance, mister.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
This is some antechamber shit right here. Are these the same door? There's a black door and a scarier black door. Alright, guys. Go hard or go home. Are we back in the office?
Do we want? What are we looking for?
God, you're such a creeper, man. Oh. Whoa. There's a door over there. I'm blindly pushing myself against the wall. Whoa!
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
I feel confused as fuck. Jeez. Whoa. This is like Antechamber meets Portal meets a coked out koala in Tijuana. Oh man. Whoa. Alright, I'm playing this on my TV, and I'm pretty close to my TV, and I'm getting seasick. Space sick? I don't know. I'm getting dizzy. Seriously, guys, put this on full screen, put your face next to your monitor, and just... It's going away. No! No! The seasickness! Whoa, it's coming back. Oh, I can touch it. I feel like a moose on mushrooms. Okay, we gotta get out of here before I just... This video must move on.
No, wait. Where are you going? Right.
Okay.
Where were we?
Oh, he's trying to reverse psychology me. This looks very broom closety.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I swear this guy's trolling me right now. He's like reverse psychology me, but there's no other way to go. Is there another, is there a door elsewhere? Alright, we're gonna stay away from the weird space room, and the amount of detail that they put into this office building is just, it's very office building-y. God, if I worked in an office building like this, I'd just...
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Wait, what? So the only option here is to end my life.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Okay. Well, guys, I'm sure there'll be many, many more episodes of this. Holy crap. This game is on sale right now. It was like $12 on Steam. It's ordinarily $15, and so, I mean, holy crap. So I will see you later.
No!
Oh, I didn't die.
Thank God, you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
No.
No.
There is a way out of this.
No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Doorknob handle. Alright.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Whoa. Alright, so what happens if we
I
do
know
this?
you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
I don't want to, begin the game again from the beginning. I want to...
No, perhaps not.
Alright, listen, guy.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going
Alright, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Or maybe later on today. But I'm definitely not going to stop playing this at this time.